What up, y'all? Bankroll 10 batted up. I know it's been a few days since I put up a video. The Tubbs are in a little bit. Let me see. Monday I worked my ass off, and then Tuesday we were on the way to Winter Circle, and my chest started hurting real bad, and I felt like I started to sweat. Felt like a car was on my chest. So I went to Winter Circle. After Winter Circle, I went to the ER. They had me in the ER for 4 or 5 hours. Did EKGs, 2 of them, gave me some nitro under the tongue, some baby aspirin, stuff like that. Did some blood draws to make sure I wasn't having a heart attack. So they said I didn't, but they wanted me to get rest. So I've been resting, but now I'm winded. Well, I mean, I'm winded all the time because I'm fat, but anyways, I've been in and out the shop a little bit here and there, but I haven't done much. We got the rear end. It's all fabbed up. Anti-roll tabs are on it. The ends are on it. As you can see, again, you guys, the pucks for the bar. This keeps everything completely straight through the housing. So when the end goes back on, the end goes back on completely square. A true center line. Over time, these rear ends, this is a 7.5 G-body, so the small tubes. So over time, you know, this car is a 78. That these tubes bend. They bend upwards and forward a little bit. So if you're looking at it from the side, the tube would actually be a little bit forward on the outside here to the middle. And then if you look from here, it would be sloped up. Anyways, this one wasn't bad because you can see how the weld went in. It actually laid in pretty nice around there. So it's a little bit bent, but not bad. But now it's straight because of the bar. You got the inner pucks that go in the housing. So it keeps everything square, a true center. There's guys out there narrow rear ends. And like I said before, they're drawing lines on it when they're cutting the end off and then putting the end back on, you know, taking out whatever they're taking out, putting it back on, but they don't have a bar, so it's not square, it's not true. Other guys out there, like I said, will take this axle tube, they'll blast out this plug weld, blast out the plug weld on the other side, they'll pull the axle tube out, they'll cut the axle tube down, slide it back in, and weld these back in. So that way, the stock bracketry that's here, it moves in that little bit too, so then they don't have to mess with nothing out here, and it's just not the right way to do it. When we do it, adjustable boxes, adjustable coilover mounts, and I've said it 100 times. Bracing, the bracing is there for a reason. It's to brace all this, to make all this stay. It's not just for looks. So, still feels like I got a little car on my chest, and I'm tired, real tired. But anyways, more tubes are in here. I don't know if I showed this last time, but there's a tube running from the bottom brace down here to the back of the bucket here. There's another one right here underneath that goes to the bucket. A quick little plate right here from 3/16 to hold there. It's fine. So this car, remember I was saying about here where we cut off the bottom piece, put a piece in there, cleaned it up, you know, looks better than it just being cut. So cleaned up, braced. All of it is fully welded. Everything's fully welded. So to tell you the truth, the only thing that stopped, I could paint underneath this car. I gotta do some cleaning, paint underneath this car. But then breathing the paint's probably gonna mess with me. But this car is down to Tubbs. painting the bottom, and then bolting everything together, setting alignment. So this car is actually very, very close to being done. Man, I still have that 8.5 G body right there, rear end, stock 8.5 G body rear end, stock length, stock everything. I got the axles, what I say, like $1,200. If somebody wants to buy it, if somebody wants to give me a deposit for it and they want me to narrow it, anything like that, brace it up, I'll do that. Let me know. I haven't been able to get back to a lot of people on text messaging and IG messages and some YouTube messages, or you know, comments and stuff like that. I haven't been answering. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the car is cleaned off. I know I just put the pool back up on there, but the cars have been wiped down. A little dusty now. But I got a kid that's coming in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for a couple hours a day just to clean, sweep, vacuum, wipe the cars off. This one I had all cleaned off, and then I went and blew out this whole area over here because there was some big nasty ass spiders, and I don't care for them. But anyways, big nasty, big ass spider. I'm talking big. I ain't got time for that. So blew all this out, but the dust still went all on the car. But anyways, all right, so the tubs. I'm not fully welded in here yet. Like I said, tag. You guys want a lot of tags. The more tags, the stronger it's gonna be. I went a little hot here. It got me a little bow in here, which I'll take the rubber mallet now, get it kind of straight. It's not gonna be perfect. Let's see. So like I was saying, 100 tacks, 1,000 tacks, wherever you can kind of beat it. One thing I messed up with this, I did grind areas to where it was clean, but some areas was still dirty. But a ton of tacks. Then you go through, you can clean them up with a soft wheel. Just clean it down a little bit, because you're gonna put a seal around there, whether it's a silicone, a caulk, something with a little bit of silicone in it, because you still, I mean, this can be whatever you want, whatever you want to put on it, whatever you like. So it can be like RTV silicone. You're gonna get it in there, brush it on, whatever. You can even just undercoat it. If you guys want to undercoat it. But clean it up first, undercoat it. Some of it, you know, this is bowed just a little bit. You're never gonna get it perfect unless you full tub it, you go all the way out. But you guys that are trying to do it yourself and wanting to do it yourself, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's never gonna be perfect. Back here, how the body mount is, normally I would have taken this tub and slid it down over this, but fitment, it was kicking my ass. So I'm just gonna take this patch piece that I made, and I'm gonna go, you know, kind of like that. Be tacked to the bottom piece of the metal of the body bushing right there. Tacked in there, go tack all the way across the top, you know, and then I lined up that, boom, so then it'll be, you know, tacked over there. I could line up this seam with that seam and this and that, but again, it's gonna be painted or undercoated, whatever you guys want to do. I'm gonna paint this, but I'll put the caulk stuff that I use on here. I'll have it all brushed on, all the welds, have all the welds cleaned up. You know. So yeah, that one, I got both tubs in exactly where I wanted them. So, let's see if you can see this. See the brace? Now the trunk lid hinge will come down and it barely touches. So you guys out there trying to get the tub as high as you can get it, you don't need to go that high. You guys out there that are cutting hinges, if you're going 28s, you would need to cut the hinge. 26s, you don't need to cut the hinge. I mean, if you want the car slammed all the way on the ground with a 26 and a big, like a 305 what is it, a 305/30 tire. You might need to move the hinge a little bit, cut the hinge a little bit, whatever. But I got both toes where I want them. Of course, like I said, I'll have braces down there on the hinge plate. Behind the seat to be back in there. That little spot on the bottom right there, I'll be tagged back in. I still never took the speakers out, so I gotta clean the speaker magnets off. All right, so this side you can see, I got a little too much heat in it, so it's bowed right here. So I gotta do a little bit of tap work to that. I got a hole right here. This isn't fully welded yet, just like the other side. This corner back here, because of the tire sump, spare tire sump, I'll run off the back side of this down into the tub. So I got to clean off the undercoat that's on here. I told you, look at the spider right here, y'all. Oh, that ain't even a spider. Got me going crazy. I thought it was a spider. Y'all get a laugh out of that one. My fat ass just moved faster than I should have moved right now. All right. Like it. So, what was I saying? I'm gonna come from the inside of the trunk down, shape it to the curve and down here. Same thing with the back side here. I got a patch piece that I made for here too. So do the same thing like that side. So, you know, with it being tacked in at the top and rolled over, you know, it'll be all right. Because again, it's gonna be painted and you want it to be sealed. So the main thing is sealing it. You don't want to do a burnout or anything like that if you're doing burnouts and the smoke come in the car. I mean, it'll find its way in there anyways, but you just want to seal all this stuff up. So as you can see, I got this a little thick right there. So I'll get in here and grind that down a little bit. As you can see, yes, you know, needs to be tapped around a little bit. But I went heavy on the tacks, very heavy, because the more tacks, the stronger you're making it. As you can see right here, I didn't clean this far enough. Cleaning it is gonna help you 100%. If you clean all this off, when you tag this in, it's gonna be real nice. Now my boy's here. So, but yeah, trying to get it done. Still got to trim this plastic on the inside a little higher up because the turning, it was hitting a little bit. Still got to put the last alignment on it. Final alignment. Still got to get the rear end all cleaned up, get the ends cut off, get all the brackets off of there because it will have the buckets on there, adjustable. The GN I haven't had time to touch. So that's where we're at with all of that. The cutlass is still sitting here. And yeah. All right, y'all. BANKROLL Tim, Kustoms. That's what I got for you now. Peace out.